All right, y'all. Um, it's April 23rd. The first video I had to cut off. I had to take a phone call, so we'll just start from here. 8:47 a.m. We were on time today, but I had a phone call that kind of interrupted some things. So let's dive into the normal stuff. Everything's looking great. I don't see any divergence, which tickers are moving upward. Actually, let's dive into see if we have any tops. Potentially no tops. Potentially SPY. Let's lock in on SPY real quick. Yeah. Blackstone. BX. It is BX. BX is having a pretty good reaction right now. Let's lock in on BX. Oh, it's having a major divergence on the higher time frame as well. And I'm liking the way BX is looking. We got some good solid spreads here. Okay. Bid and ask is $2 apart. Don't really like that. So we want to get in somewhere between the mark and the bid. We're talking about a dollar, so maybe 50 cent between those two. So somewhere maybe like 355 is what we want to get in at. Um, Not a lot of motion on this either. It means not a lot of people are trading it. Um, let's try to lock in on it. 95, 50, 49. So 25. Needs to be right here. Yeah, I can see some divergence here on, I see it on a lot of time frames as well. Um, let's see, 75, 25. It's not as deep on screen two, but the fact that I see a potential divergence on screen one along with it, I like the confluence of what I'm looking at. Um, and then it had a lot of volatility as well, so I like that. So it's looking good. Um, Well, we've got to get just a little bit more alignment um, on the tickers for BX. I love where BX is going. I love the potential of BX right now. And it's just me seeing that maybe that BX won't be as deep on screen one. We'll see. See if we can get across. If we can get that. If we can get screen three to cross to the upside, I think we may be okay. But we're gonna give BX some time. We're gonna check for. Let's check somewhere else. Let's check everybody else. A lot of sell-offs. Uh, Oracle and Palantir. It's also popping up. Oracle, Oracle, nothing. PLTR, nothing on Palantir. PayPal. PayPal has a little something cooking. Not a lot of volatility though. Nothing worth mentioning. Okay. Let's check in on everybody else. We have like a split of a second properly. Everybody else is just kind of reaching the top. I like the way SPY is kind of reaching the top right here. But it's also looking like a volatility wasn't there. Volatility wasn't there for IWM. Gold, nothing. Silver, nothing. VX has my attention the most. It's a matter if it's gonna move. It's kind of flat right now, so it's kind of sideways. But I think BX might give us what we need. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, I just don't see a lot of people trying to cash in on it right now. Current price is at, and it doesn't look like it's heavily traded. That's another thing. So you're gonna get in at a terrible price. The spread is $1. You want to get in somewhere between the bid and the mark. It's probably about 355. Last time it was sold, it was at 394. Um, what area are we? HPE. Nothing on HPE. I'm kind of liking what VX is bringing to the table. I just don't see it being heavily traded. Not a lot of movement on these bid asks. I like how it's moving, and we're possibly looking to get in. Let me see where this level is. Shoot, it has the potential to rise way above support level. I have it at starting at 129. So it's this reaction is way overblown. Um, can possibly see it getting into some consolidation, but I like what I'm seeing right now, and I might not care about the bid ask spread. I have to do it at the money, 125. We'll do it at the money. It's about $4. Probably do about maybe three contracts. I don't think we get in at a super great price. We're gonna probably need to. Let's see about this open interest. Not a lot of contracts. We have it at the money though. Yeah, at the money would be the best. Yeah, I think BX give us the best possibility. I like everything about it. Um, market's at 387. You want to get in somewhere between 366 or maybe we're dropping right now. Yeah, I'm more focused on the spread. I already know that this is an overreaction. It's a very strong overreaction. I had an earnings call. That's probably why the overreaction it was what it was. So it dropped because of the earnings call, which would make sense. SPY, let me check in on SPY. Yeah, SPY not quite. SPY not quite is not as quite as volatile as I would want it. Yeah, that earnings call had a hard drop. Maybe we want to make sure we get in at the market at least. Can't get in at 355 like we want. Make sure we're not accepting higher than where this mark currently is. So, uh, bid and the mark is about 80 cent difference. I want to make sure you get in somewhere at, you know, yeah, still about 345 maybe. Gonna be interesting. I'm more locked in on the bid ask spread than I am on the ticker. Um, let's see, is there everything's consolidating, SPY is sideways, 9 o'clock. Yeah, not as much divergence around the way here. Yeah, you can kind of see a little divergence, not as much volatility as I would like. Everything's kind of shifting to the downside. Everything's dying off. It's about having like a double top right now. Let me see. Let me see. Let me check on spot here. Spot's definitely having a moment. Spot having a solid moment right now. Let me see. We kind of have a double top with spot. Not quite as deep. Let's lock in on spot. This double top here is real. Volatility isn't as deep. A little worried about that. We may jump in on SPY though. I can see the divergence pretty clear. Volatility is at it's over a one, about a 1.1. Usually needs to be over a two. A little irritated with that. It's another compromise of the volatility. We saw that. We saw what happened with that yesterday. Even though that was silver. SPY gets heavily traded though, so I don't know. I don't know. Definitely going sideways on the overall trend. So we don't have a true trend behind us. So probably just need to shoot for the 5%, nothing deeper. How much time? We got about 2.5 minutes on this one, and then I can kind of see this one loading off here. We're at 7:09. 7:09. We do one contract. Got some bullish behavior coming or looking. Let's check in on everybody else while we're waiting on SPY to kind of confirm for us. May have some sort of a bounce up here. Yeah, SPY is the only thing that's kind of giving us what we need. Let's check in on all the individual stocks. Anyone we haven't looked at yet? No, we kind of looked at all of these. Got some gainers here. SCX. No, CSX. Nothing too major here. Not overextended. I gotta stop digging on stuff that's not overextended. Let's stick to the game plan, even though we're like branching out. Um, Vaughn is in a serious uptrend. I like it. Very volatile. MRVL. We've seen that one before. Nothing too overextended. INTC. SPY's bouncing up like crazy. Had a double bottom on INTC. Let me Intel. Intel hit a major support, but it's sideways for the most part. Small uptrend, not a lot. I don't right to that little bottom here. INTC, very volatile. It's moving. Spread is small too. Yeah, it's small. That spread is pretty tight. It's heavily traded. Let's see if we can get in on it. It may take a second though. We got a lot. It's got a lot of work to do. Yeah, that first 10 minutes was crazy. It's got a lot of work to do, honestly. It's got an earning call after hours. Is that why it's moving like that? Kind of see the double bottom. Um, let's do some work on it real quick. Tilly wasn't through the roof there. Um, 25, 25. Like what like what you can see it's kind of bringing to the table here. Definitely reached a level of support. It's kind of got like a double bottom going. Let's get that 50. It's at 50. It's kind of bouncing. INTC is bouncing. I can see it exploding. The spread is so close, I may be able to. I'm almost done setting this up. Like it's kind of giving like a pullback right now. Let me finish setting this up. Let's say 50. Green, green. I can kind of see it bouncing right now. And then one more. It's gonna be 49, 50, 25. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see it getting to a point where it's gonna have like a strong breakout moment right now. Like this pullback is serious. We've got two, a third one. Waiting on that last one. We've got three out of four. It's bouncing right now. I kind of love what I'm seeing on INTC, but if we can if we can get that last one kind of big, I think we'll be good. I like this bounce it's having off of here. Still an inside candle though, so that's something to watch for. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna wait till we get the confirmation on screen three from the quad rotation. Let's check in on everybody else while we wait. So I look like he wanted to give us a little something here. Like it's not quite finished pushing up. Like we might get ready to short it, but it's not quite giving us anything. Let's see. I like what INTC is giving us for a potential calls here. Trying to see if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else. Uh, we looked at everybody else. D-Dog is probably the new thing popping up here. We got a while before INTC confirmed that fourth quad. So let's just pop through everybody real quick. Let's see the divergence there. FCX, nothing there. Nope. CRM, diving for something, but I don't see anything. CRM is dead. DX, let's check back in on Blackstone. It's not quite giving us anything. It's kind of went flat, which, glad we stayed away from that. ACN, it's flipping through the watch list right now. Nothing there. Yeah, the Intel is kind of flipping on us right now. PLTR, tier, nothing. D-Dog, which is probably Datadog is probably the new thing that kind of gave us a little something, but I don't really see much. You kind of see it's got a good overreaction right now. D-Dog could give us something. It's kind of bouncing here, kind of getting wide too. Volatility's overreacting. Let's check on D-Dog. Let's dive a little deeper. I don't quite know if it's bottomed out here. I got about 30 minutes. We've been doing all this flip-flopping and watching, and I don't see much, I'll be honest with you. Like nothing that's leading me to a trade. I see a lot of movement though. But at this point, nothing for the setup. A lot of stuff on the watch list. A lot of stuff is plummeting today. We got a lot of earnings calls. Is it earnings season? Are we back in the earnings season? It's possible. All right. Datadog could be reaching the bottom. You could see that. 75, 25. I see it wanting to curve back up here. I don't know if I believe in that dip there. I see a lot of stuff pouring back into it right now. So it's got a little bit of a curve up, not much on the indicators. Um, divergence is clear on the price action. Let's see where the Intel is fading off slowly for us. So yeah, Datadog's got a long way to go as well. Like a long way to go. Like people are kind of taking profits right now. Let's check in on everybody else. I don't see much. Start trying to give us a little something. It's just ass dragging. Look like, all the regulars didn't have volatility. Datadog's got a little bit of volatility here. Let's lock in on Datadog. Okay, spread looks good. Looking at the falls. The strike prices look good. Let me correct myself. Strike prices look good, but spread is about a dollar. The last one went at 12. That's crazy work. Not heavily traded a lot. So you want to do some return the bid in the mark. Last one went for 12.65. Someone bought it for 12.65. That's crazy work. These y'all were going crazy right now. I mean, someone has a long way to go. They're swinging that if they bought it at their price. But 15, about 50, about 60 cent, just about. So somewhere between these two prices here, 30 cent. Um, I kind of like where Dog is going. It's look like it's reached the bottom. I can see the divergence a little bit. Price action has got some clear divergence. K% is a little close. They almost look identical. Not much of a slant up. It's like a reach. -2. Let's get a -2 on that. Yeah, volatility looks good too. So it's definitely an overreaction. Quad is starting to look decent. If we can get it's got some work to do. Got some serious work to do if it's gonna do anything. Checking on the regulars. I don't see much, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Um, SPY is kind of giving us SPYs. We don't have much. I'm gonna stop trying to squeeze something out of SPY. I don't see much at all. It's just the volatility's not there. That's all. So let's check in on the individual stocks as well. Nothing new. I said in INPC it was giving us a little something. They had a lot of work to do though. Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing. Everything looks flat. I got nothing, y'all. And I'm looking hard. Let's check the regular hour. There's what's here. Anybody new? Delta Airlines. That is pushing. INTC is pushing. Yeah, I got nothing. About 25 minutes. I mean, it's good that we have all this info to search. I got nothing though. I probably checked about somewhere near like 15 stocks maybe. Okay. Delta Airlines had a serious breakout. But another double bottom type moment, looks like. Yeah, it's a strong trend move. No divergence though. The game plan just doesn't have anything. That's cool too. Sometimes your strategy just doesn't have anything that day. INTC has a lot going on. I'm kind of seeing it trying to go to a trend type moment, but that was got a lot of work to do to train anything, honestly. So it's all sideways. I wouldn't fall into that trap. Look through the regulars real quick. Mm, there's no volatility amongst them. Yeah, everything's kind of trending, kind of sideways. Let's run through the list real quick. FCX. Yeah, no, there's nothing there. Not my versions there. SMCI. It's been there. It's kind of channeling. I'm not gonna force anything. CRM. I'm running through everybody right now, and I see nothing that fits the strategy. BX. BX still kind of has this thing where it's channeling sideways, but it's not entirely eliminated. Still just channeling right now, which is weird. But as of right now, nothing. It's nothing worth until it's ready to move to the upside, nothing. So moving on. ACN, which I'm just flipping through pages right now, fishing, just fishing for something. I don't see anything. Oracle. Oracle has a lot of movement, but no divergence. What else? The dog. Got a dog. That a dog is kind of giving us a little something. Like it's trying to curl up a little bit. And that dog's curling up a little bit. Let me try to get. And the volatility was actually pretty good on that dog. Yeah, definitely an overreaction. I wonder why. No earnings or anything like that. It's somewhat close to support, but not really. I think it could have an explosive moment. It definitely has bottomed out. I think it's bottomed out. I just needed to curl up a little more. I can see Data Dog kind of making a run. It's got a lot of work to do. Yeah, it's not quite giving. It's playing that game. It's going back and forth. Check in on everybody else. Somebody playing games, running up. Everybody else just kind of running to the upside. And we're not gonna fall for any of that. It's kind of like a channel slash. I can see a little bit of volatility in Data Dog. It's got some work to do though. Trying to avoid these sideways motions and fake outs, but it's got a lot of work to do. And I don't think we got 20 minutes. I don't think we get what we need. So we're just flipping pages. So I'm gonna start calling it flipping pages. I can see that Data Dog is kind of bottomed out. Trying to find a curl up right now. Trying to build a higher low on screen too. I can see that. The second pivot is not that much. different between the two pivots already, which price action has clearly given me a divergence. First pivot is at 8.6. Second pivot is at 9.6. So it's a little bit of a curl up. I had to dig for that. Usually that's not a great thing. We have to dig for some some clarity. The price action though, I don't have to dig for that. I can clearly see the can clearly see the price action has separated and overreacted. I just gotta need more time. I don't think I have that much time to give. I got a solid 20 minutes at best. Yeah, you can see the push up coming. We're getting somewhere though. I tell you that. Let's lock in on it because it's looking pretty. It's looking better and better. We're on Data Dog. That gap up was crazy. Look how that look how that last purchase was right there. People are starting to lock in on it. How much time we got on this? This is a new candle. All right. We may have something here. The spread is getting tighter. The bid in the mark about 50 cent. People starting to come in on this. I think people starting to wake up and see it. Oh yeah, pushing. Yeah, definitely pushing. It's definitely reached the bottom. Ooh, we got some movement here. We definitely got some movement. Where are we at right now? 126. Spread's getting tighter, about 30 cent. Them spreads getting tighter. It's looking good. 30 cent was 40 or 50. People starting to buy into this. I think I'm ready to kind of buy in too. I think I'm ready to get in at 126. I'm trying to get in 126. The spread is still kind of far though. Terrible spread. Let me get a game plan together. That a dog is. It's like it's in a It's in a downtrend. It's in a downtrend, so trading counter trend. So we low key want to get in on the bid. My custom. So I don't want 5%. So probably only want to get in at it's pushing too. We got about 2 minutes and I'll be ready to kind of make a move here. It's looking good. I like what I'm seeing. So somewhere between the bid and the mark. Somebody last bought it for 952. It's currently at 965. It's about 70 cent. If this is gonna explode like I think it's gonna explode, we'll probably try to get in on limit order somewhere between these two prices here. Um, let's say 965. I don't wanna we don't wanna we don't wanna accept anything. Probably yeah, somewhere between these two. So 13 cent. Got a minute left. We got a decision to make here. Somewhere between those two, 958. I'll limit that. Uh, really one contract. Trend. Limited. One. Yeah, we don't want to get in at a shitty price. 958 sounds good. Let's do that. It's a little bit meets the best of both worlds here, and we're right. We want to get in right now. We may not get filled. 72. Let's try 975. That's not gonna get us in. Say cancel. Hit cancel. Okay, let's get in at the mark. 'Cause it's gonna take off without us. Come on, execute. 975. Let's try to limit it to 975. We still may not get in. Uh, that's gonna be a terrible price. 950. It's ready to run too. I don't want to get in at a terrible price. 950. I don't think we get in. I think we're in a good spot to make a run. Yeah, it's one of those things we may not be able to get in. 126. Just purely based off. Oh man, the last one was 975. Limit order 975. I think we may have to wait and just kind of accept the fact that we may not get in this trade. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it be. 975 is a pretty good ask. It's ready to take off and run, but the spread is so terrible. Um, and I like what I'm seeing too. Just not able to get in. Um, Somebody's asking $10.50 for this. You know how much you gotta need a lot of move to get in on that. We gotta have some patience. I like what I'm seeing. It's ready to take off and go, but can't get in at a decent price. This person bought it at 952. We're asking for 975. If we just can't get in, you just got to accept that. I'm not willing to pay $10.50 for that. That's a lot of move. It leaves me in a very vulnerable state. Overpaying for something, and then you get the good move. You get the move you need, but um, yeah, it's just a struggle from there. We got a really, really good entry. If this spread was tighter, I didn't have to worry about somebody needing somebody to buy this from me at a terrible price later. Uh, I'd be in and out of that. Let's check on everybody else. We'll leave that be. It is what it is on that. We may not get into that one. Great, great execution, but I don't think we'll get in on that. So we'll leave it alone and we'll watch for something else. But I don't think we'll get in because if the market's at 9.72 and we only want to get 9.75, we can't get in. We just can't get in, and we're willing to pay what 2 or 3 cent over what the current median is, but I don't think we'll be able to get in. Not unless it has a dip. If it dips, maybe so. If it dips down, maybe so. But I don't see it. I don't see it dipping. I don't see it dipping. I got about 5 minutes anyway. But it's just a good order of execution there. I'm not willing to overpay for something. So it's another lesson. This is a good lesson to kind of get through. So some value in this video. I'm a little frustrated with the not being able to get in, but I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna probably dip out of here. I'm probably not gonna be able to get in unless it has a serious drawdown for the next 5 minutes or so. And I don't see that happening because it's moving pretty well. I like what I'm seeing. So move, move was the move. The move was the move. That move may already be done. Let me see. Yeah, we may just call this one a day. It's just one of those things. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you see a move and you're not able to capitalize on it. Market's at 980, which means balance, right? Like between these two, the average is 980. People are paying 980 for this right now. Um, let's change it, I guess. That's surpassed what we want to pay for it. We'll pay, let's say, uh, let's say $10. Move the mark. See if we can get in there. Uh-oh, let's cancel all this because this is gonna look super ugly. Oh, it worked out. Okay. It ended up working out. Okay, I canceled it out. So all these are connected. Willing to pay 10 bucks. It's at 982. Still not getting in on the move here. Canceled. Make it canceled all. That's fine. It's not willing to pay. We're at 127 right now, so we're definitely for the sake of argument though, let's do this. No, let's not do sake of argument. I don't want to do sake of argument. I want to stick to my rules. Somebody's asking 1030. Market's at 962, 9.75. Willing to overpay a little bit. Oh, it got me in. Got me in at 970. Okay, we're in. So let's do this. We're in. We overpaid for sure, but uh, let's get what was the price we paid for it? I got us in at 970. That's not bad. That's not terrible. 970. Let's see. 970. What's 5% of 970? So we actually got into a trade. Let's do math real quick. I was gonna walk out the door. Insane work. Um, increase 5%. 1019. 1019 is what we should be shooting for. So let's try it. Replace that. All right. Oh, it has to move, okay? So it has to have a very strong move for us to profit off of this, right? So we got some movement. Let's see if it continues to run. We got the trailing stop behind it. Make sure everything looks good. Trailing stop is 15% low. I don't have the time to sit here and watch this, but I think it's gonna have a pretty strong move to the upside. It's still got some room to go. Um, it's got to get just about up to about 129, 130. It's 9:45. It's actually time for me to go. It's one of those times I'm gonna have to leave this alone and let it do its thing. I'll send y'all the recap. It's a lot of good value in this video between the spreads, me actually kind of adjusting the strike price, getting to where I'm kind of overpaying a little bit, but making sure I'm putting a limit order so I'm not overpaying extremely. This has really great potential to move to the upside. I could really see it continuing to move, but we'll see. I'll send y'all the snippets at the end. We got in at a decent price, not a great price, but let's see if it continues to move to the upside. I can see it reaching another level of support, so it's got some room to go up and create another lower high. So somewhere up in this area. I think the top is probably up here, but we'll see. I will see y'all on Tuesday. Y'all be easy, all right? I'll send the snippets later.